Bismillah. We will be talking about the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or dhikr Allah, remembering Allah. So what's the significance of this remembrance? Like the repetition of this dhikr. What's the significance of it? What's the point of it? When we come to say Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, 99 times, and this is in our religion, this numbering in our sunnah, we could just simply say it once. So what's the significance behind this? So to start this journey and to come to know about the significance of this, let's try to know more about the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, or created our mind. We have two levels in our mind. We have the conscious level and the subconscious level. The conscious level is our perception, our reality, the rational thinking, everything that is tangible around you. This is conscious level. Like you can touch it, you can hear it, you can see it. So this is being stored on the conscious level, while the subconscious level is our backup system. We can call it the storage unit of our feelings, like the feelings and emotions that are happening or being resulted from the conscious level, from reality, from situation, real situation. These feelings and the emotions are being stored into the subconscious level, into the storage unit of feeling, which is the subconscious level. That's why you would find many people are still being affected with their childhood traumas, with their past traumas. Their situation has already gone away, but the feeling is still there into their subconscious level or subconscious storage. That's why they are still feeling the same feelings as before. They are still being hurt by the feelings because they didn't get these feelings out. They didn't even try to heal them. The situations have finished, but the feelings are still there inside themselves. That's why they still live the same situation over and over again. So we need to always ensure that the real situations we're going through, or the present situation, the tangible situations that are happening on the conscious level, we need to ensure that they don't leave any negative feelings. Otherwise, these negative feelings will live and stay into the subconscious level. And when it stays in the subconscious level, it will affect our whole system. That's why our religion is always urging us to suppress your anger, وَالْقَاضِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنْ النَّاسِ, and to pardon people. Because when we suppress our anger, when we pardon people, I'm giving order to the subconscious level not to store any negative feelings. Like I'm getting the negative feelings outside my system. I'm outside the subconscious level. So I'm forgiving people. I'm trying to kick away all the negative feelings from the subconscious level. So I'm not storing them. And if your negative feelings would stay into your subconscious, this would affect your whole physical system, your physical body. That's why research has found out that a lot of chronic disease are happening because of the feelings, because of the negative feelings they try to suppress into their body, like anger and stress, anxiety. That's why it's very important to avoid having negative feelings into your body so that you become healthier, even on the physical side as well. So we've come to understand that the subconscious now is just taking any feelings that is coming to it. It doesn't discriminate if this is reality or this is imagination. As long as you send the feeling to the subconscious, it absorbs it and it believes in it, and it takes it into the storage. So what would happen if the subconscious storage takes this feeling in? And this is the power now. It would affect everything around you. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us this way. Like our destiny, a part of it is our hands. وَمَا أَصَابَكُم مِّن مُّصِيبَةٍ فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِيكُم. Anything that hits you, any disaster that hits you, it's because of what your hands have earned. So it's a part of us, subconscious, the way we're thinking. And it's also related to حسن الظن بالله, expecting the best from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you expect the best from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything around you will be as you expected. What is the expectation? This is also a part of the subconscious, what I believe, what I feel inside the subconscious. That's why you find a lot of modern sciences now, they are talking about the attraction, law of attraction, because they know there is power here, which is the subconscious. And they would convince you that if you're poor and you try to live a state of being rich and you try to feel the feelings and try to get these feelings into your subconscious level and believe in them, you would be rich. And by the way, most of what they are saying true, but it's mainly, this is from our religion, but they implement it without our religion. They just try to use the part of their creation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everyone with. That's why we have this strong power into our bodies, and we have it in our religion as well. But most of us don't realize its power. Most of us are not aware of the strong power Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us with, to have this kind of belief inside your subconscious, to feel it, to have it strongly implanted inside you. So the power of the subconscious is that it executes and it implements everything that it believes in. When it believes in your feelings, the feelings that you have, whether positive or negative, it starts to reflect this around you. It starts to get this around you. The surroundings of the destiny around you will be synced with your subconscious feelings, the feelings that are inside your subconscious. So if you keep concentrating on how poor, unhappy, incapable you are, everything around you will be reflected on these feelings. And if you keep believing that you will be successful one day, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you what you want, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will respond to what you're asking for. And this is also being synced with the response. When we say that one condition of responding to your dua is what? Is to believe. To believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer, to believe that this dua you just had in your heart will be achieved, will be responded. So this is also you're believing the feeling inside you. So all of these are being reflected to the subconscious power. The subconscious power, the feelings that I'm putting inside me. These feelings, whether positive or negative, it will affect me. It will be reflected with the surroundings around me. If you have these feelings of grudge and anger, you will never have anything around you that will help you. Even the situations and the surroundings around you will be same as your feelings. Like you will have more desperation, you will have more hopelessness. You will meet people who are same to you, similar to you. Because this is part of your destiny. You already created it inside you. And our religion didn't urge you to do this. Our religion is always urging you to be positive and believing. Believing in what? Never despair of the mercy of Allah. He always wants you to be hopeful, full of hope, motivation, believing in His abilities and His power. And that it will be very easy soon. And all the pain will go away. He needs you to be this, to have these feelings. And once you have these feelings, this is a part of the destiny now. Everything around you will be revealed and will be synced with these positive feelings. That's why you need to implant these feelings inside you. And that's why you need to live them, believe in them. This is part of the belief. And then you need to get it reflected in your life. So when we come to relate this to tasbih, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like when we come to repeat the tasbih or subhanallah 33 times, alhamdulillah 33 times. And our Prophet Muhammad والسلام, used to recommend us to say many dhikr, as much dhikr as we want, and it was in a certain number of times. So what's the significance of this? It wasn't only meditation process, it was also auto-suggestion process, like regeneration of our faith. Because if I don't believe it in once, I might believe it in number 18, number 20, the 33rd time. So it was auto-suggestion that the Prophet used to teach us, because he knows that we have these two levels, the conscious and the subconscious. When I come to say tasbih on the conscious level, subhanallah, 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 after some time of saying it, the feelings will be generated, feelings of Allah's power, and it will go inside my subconscious feeling. And once it goes into my subconscious storage, the feelings will be generated and it will be reflected around me. Same as astaghfirullah, seeking for forgiveness. You might find many people, someone who said like, I did astaghfar for 1,000 times in a day and my problem went away immediately on the same day. And you would find another one who did istighfar many times and it didn't work out. Because the first one, it worked out with him because the auto-suggestion was very strong and it affected him. The feelings went through the subconscious. That's why you need to be aware, somehow aware when we say tasbih. We need to ensure that there's feelings, that I understand the saying, I understand what I'm saying as well. So the other one may not be aware of what he's saying. He was just uttering it and he wasn't aware of it. That's why the feeling wasn't created. That's why the feeling didn't reach the subconscious. That's why the subconscious didn't reflect anything around him. That's why his problem wasn't solved, because the feelings was not there. And by the way, you would find many of these auto-suggestions in our sunnah. When you go back to our sunnah and check out, for example, there was a situation with Fatima Zahra, the Prophet's daughter, when she went with her husband and they went to the Prophet, and she was very tired of the housework, and they asked the Prophet to help them to hire a servant, as the housework was too much for them to bear. And then the Prophet told them gently, like, it would be better to say this dhikr before going to bed. Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, Wallahu Akbar 34 times. And the next morning, she found herself having the strength to finish the housework without any need from any helper. So what was the Prophet doing with his daughter? He was teaching her the auto-suggestion, like she was trying to get these feelings inside her subconscious, to create them so that it will be reflected around her. Like she said this with a strong faith and belief that they would be helping tools for her. When she said these sayings and she believed in them, but what happened? They were reflected around her. They were synced around her. They created the strength inside her, so she wouldn't need any helper to help her now. So it affected her reality or not. The subconscious affecting her surroundings. By the way, I swear this is miraculous inside ourselves. And I told you now about the tools. You just need to be aware of each system you have. We have a lot of strong situations in our life and surroundings and depressing circumstances. But what we can do is to ensure that these real situations, tangible ones, don't leave any feelings, strong feelings that are being implanted into the subconscious storage. I know you would say that it's out of my control, and it's out of my control to feel these negative feelings. I know. You can feel it for some time, but make sure that it doesn't stay longer. Because if it stay longer, it would be rotten inside, and the smell will be reflected outside, and it will affect everyone around you. That's why you would find a lot of people who had traumas in their life, traumas because they met wrong people in their life. And that's why you would see them not trusting anyone else, because they left these feelings inside themselves, affecting even their choices. And we are lucky with our religion, because our religion is giving us all the tools to wipe away these feelings, these negative feelings. When we say astaghfirullah many times, what happens? This is cleaning and cleansing our hearts from inside, purifying them. So when we get our hearts purified, these negative feelings will be away. And also we have our prayer, reading Quran, all of these are removing them away from our bodies and our subconscious. We need to maintain our subconscious positive. It's very true to live the whole thing, to live the good thing, to imagine that you are rich, successful, try to get the feelings. In modern sciences, they are working on this, but they take very long time, because they don't have the major tool, which is religion, which is believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the power that is gonna change and turn the subconscious feelings into reality, the subconscious positive feelings into reality. So it's very important to have positivity inside you. So as long as you maintain it positive, it will be reflected outside. It's true, but it's stronger with our belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, this discovery will be a turning point in your life. I'm sure it will be a turning point in your life, because once I found out this, everything in my life has started to change. I started to make sure that nobody upsets me. I started to ensure that all the situations around me, I would just leave them. Before I enter my home, I would separate them, and I would just maintain my heart and my subconscious clean and positive. How? I have so many tools I can use them. I have my prayer, I have reading Quran, I can do some tasbih, remembering Allah, alhamdulillah. We have so many tools, helping tools, that would help us to do this cleansing quickly, because I need to maintain my mental health. I need also to receive good and positive things in my life. So make sure you maintain your subconscious storage and your heart always clean. And I wish all of you a pure heart, a pure subconscious without any impurities.